What would you do if you met an unlikely companion? A hyena may not be the first animal that comes to mind as a loyal pet. But for one woman, it was her best friend. Despite the initial fear and mistrust, their bond grew stronger with each passing day. But as fate would have it, their time together would be cut short. What sacrifice would the hyena make for his owner? And how would she cope with the loss? Hi, and welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, please consider subscribing, as it helps us motivate to create more intriguing content for you. Once upon a time in the heart of Africa, there lived a young woman named Sara. She was a wildlife photographer who had always been fascinated by the beauty of the African savanna. One day, while she was exploring the vast grasslands, she stumbled upon a small hyena cub that was lying alone, injured and helpless. Sara was initially afraid of the hyena, but seeing him so helpless, she couldn't leave him there to die. She carefully picked him up and decided to take him with her back to the village. The hyena cub, whom she named Simba, soon became a part of her life. Although Sara was initially apprehensive about taking care of a wild animal, she soon realized that Simba was different. He was not like the other hyenas that she had seen in the wild. He was kind, loving, and fiercely loyal to Sara. Simba became Sara's constant companion on her expeditions, and Sara grew to love him more than anything in the world. However, not everyone was happy about Sara's relationship with Simba. Many of the villagers were afraid of the hyena and warned Sara that he would turn on her one day. But Sara knew that Simba would never harm her, and she continued to care for him despite the villagers' warnings. As the years went by, Simba grew into a full-grown hyena, but his love for Sara never waned. He would often accompany her on her expeditions, and they would explore the savanna together. Simba would always stay by her side, never once straying too far away from her. Sara had developed a bond with Simba that went beyond words. One day, while they were out on an expedition, they came across a group of poachers who had captured a group of lions. Sara knew she had to do something to help the poor animals, but she was outnumbered, and the poachers had guns. Suddenly, Simba sprang into action. He attacked the poachers, giving Sara enough time to free the lions. In the end, Sara and Simba managed to drive the poachers away, and the lions were free once again. After that day, Sara's love for Simba grew even stronger. She realized that Simba had not only saved the lives of the lions, but also hers. From that day onwards, she knew that she could always count on Simba to protect her from harm. However, tragedy struck one day when Sara and Simba were out on an expedition. They stumbled upon a group of hunters who were trying to capture animals for their private collection. Sara tried to stop them, but one of the hunters shot Simba. The poor hyena fell to the ground, bleeding heavily. Sara rushed to his side, but it was too late. Simba died in her arms, and Sara was devastated. She had lost her best friend, her companion, and the one being who had shown her the true meaning of love and loyalty. Sara was filled with regret, knowing that she could never repay Simba for all that he had done for her. She vowed to honor his memory by continuing to protect the animals that Simba had loved so much. As the years went by, Sara continued to work as a wildlife photographer, but she always carried a piece of Simba's memory with her. She never forgot the love that he had shown her and the sacrifice that he had made to protect her. Sara knew that the memory of Simba would always live on in her heart, and she would always cherish the love that they had shared. In the end, Sara realized that true love knows no boundaries, not even between a woman and a wild hyena. Simba had taught her that love transcends all differences, and that loyalty and devotion are the